No company, I say. Make yourself at home.
Want a coffee?
If I did, I'd make it myself.
Look, I didn't mean to disturb you.
You didn't. Been an accident on the ring road. I've been asked to take the breakdown truck out.
Would you need some help?
Yeah. Make sure he's gone by the time I get back.
Dad. It isn't like you think.
Oh. Don't usually see you drinking this early.
Had a bad day.
You want to talk about it?
Wouldn't you rather chat to your mate about your party?
Oh. So do you think I should take you?
Of course not. You're too much of a snob.
Well, I've never been accused of that.
Well, you like a bit of rough, but you wouldn't want to be seeing me one. What would your farming buddies think?
Forget it. I just thought we could try and be pleasant to each other, but it seems you can't even manage that.
Yeah. Bye.
Can I have a coffee, please, Alicia?
Yeah, coming up. Guessing that didn't go too well?
You're such a stubborn git.
But you knew that before you started.
You just called me a snob.
You?
Yeah. He reckons I wouldn't be seen dead with my bit of rough in front of my farming friends.
Well, he might have a point there.
What?
Isn't that what this is all about?
I just don't think it could ever work between us.
Is it me you're trying to convince? Or yourself? Look, it won't happen again.
That's what you said last time. You can't just dump the kids on me at a moment's notice, you know.
You out. I want a word with my daughter.
We'll speak later.
Don't start.
I will not stand by and watch you chuck yourself at a loser like him.
I can see who I want.
You can do better than that.
Yeah, I know. But that does not give you the right to run my life.
Your life? Your life would still be behind bars if I hadn't risked everything for it.
Thank you. I am very grateful for that.
You no need. You're my daughter, and I'll stand by you, whatever, but that doesn't stop me telling you when you're making a big mistake.
Well, thank you, Dad. I will be telling Dom it's all over, so you don't need to worry.
Well, that's short and sweet.
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
You said it wasn't like I thought. What do you mean?
Doesn't matter.
It's a friendly neighbourhood, bit of rough.
What are you doing here?
You the one said we should chat.
Didn't seem to be getting us too far.
Yeah. I noticed that. I'm beginning to realise that I don't really understand women.
Then we're making progress.
Well, it's not just you. Debbie's up to something.
You never used to worry what goes on in a woman's head.
Well, I reckon I was better off that way. Right now, I'm getting more questions than answers.
Well, you're not the best on conversation.
Right, there you go again. Looking down your nose at me. I told you you were a snob.
I love it when you talk dirty. But you're wrong about me, you know. I'll even take you to the party if it'll prove it to you.
Never said I wanted to go.
No. But if you did, it's a strict dress code, so this coat would have to go.
Yeah, I know that. Been to plenty of posh dues in my time.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, we'd have to find you a tux.
What, me in a penguin suit?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'm afraid the trousers will have to come off too.
You sure this is about the party?
What else? I'd like to go for a drink before we go, so you can take me to the Woolly first.
Look, you can take Vanessa if you want. Right, OK. I'll meet you in the pub beforehand.
One problem sorted. Do you want to run the Debbie one past me? Come on. I know it's not as much fun as sex, but talking can be good sometimes.
Wouldn't know where to start. She's been drifting since all this blew up, and she did something really stupid last night, and I'm just worried where it's heading.
Have you tried talking to her?
Tried, didn't get very far.
I know just how you feel.
Doubt it.
Think about it. I had to watch Holly killing herself with drugs. And John, he was ready to give up on her, but I could never do that. I mean, no matter what she'd done or whatever she'd become, she'll always be my daughter. I love her.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I'm guessing it's how you feel about Debbie. The good news is, things turned out all right with Holly, in the end. And I'm sure they probably will with Debbie too.
Right. I hope so.
I thought you'd get rid of him.
She tried to. But there's a few things we've got to sort out first. Like, why was she whoring herself out?
You watch your mouth.
Why don't you ask her what last night was all about, eh? She used me because she wanted my key so they could raid the office.
You were right. It wasn't like I thought. Were you in on this as well?
Bring her up to use people like that, did you?
Oh, get off your high horse. You knew they were running drugs. You were still happy to take the money, weren't you? Doesn't exactly make you a saint.
I don't like people making a mug out of me. Makes me want to get my own back.
All right, so you're threatening us now, are you?
I think you should leave.
Suits me. But you ain't heard the last of this.
How could you do that? For a set of keys?
Well, I've tried being a good girl and look where it got me. So I thought I'd take a leaf out of your book. You're not exactly a saint.
It's over now anyway, that's it.
Oh, you reckon, do you?
You don't really think he's going to give us any trouble?
He ran drugs. If he says something, he'll be implicating himself.
Yeah, not if he makes an anonymous call.
Oh, no chance. Like most blokes, all hot air. There is no way he will risk this being traced back.
I'm not ready to take that chance.
What's that for?
Well, I guess you would have lost your job through all this, so I thought it might need cheering up.
You're worried I might be planning on hitting back more, like?
Look, I realise we're never going to like each other.
Got that one right. You'd already nicked my bike and my date before your daughter started on me.
I hope there's not going to be any trouble.
We're just sorting it.
Good.
I don't think it's going to be that easy.
I know what Debbie did was out of order, but she's not like that. She's going through a really tough time.
I know. Still doesn't justify what she did.
Just drop it and move on.
You don't strike me as the sort of bloke who ever does that. I'll bet you always pay off a grudge.
Which is a good reason not to get on the wrong side of me.
Not that simple. I've been called into the police station tomorrow. They want to hear all what I know about this.
You do not mention Debbie's name.
I'm no grass.
Right. Well, I saw it there.
I don't think so. I know you're here to look after your little girl. I understand that. But I've got family too. I'll think of my daughter first.
Meaning?
She needs me there to look after her. So if it's putting a finger on Debbie to keep myself out of it, you can bet I'll drop her right in it. I'll look after my own. Just like you.